Good evening, all you elder oblexes. Dribble yourself into the stinky dragon. Throw back our latest thirst quencher. Memory all alone in the ooze slime. It's a mixture of copious copies of cold brew, sulfurous syrup, fire retardant foam, salted brown psychic cookies, memory milk topped with pistachio psionic sauce. One pour of this percolation, you'll finally find time to listen to that pseudo podcast you've been meaning to check out. Previously, our adventurers were incarcerated in an ice dome with a familiar frost giant, thanks to some hags named Shivey and Skitch. After a bitter cold bout with the blizzardly behemoth, the party found their way to freedom, in part thanks to Shivey. She sent the party to the surface with Frost Giant in tow, but now are hedged in by a horde of haglings. Cobble a cup of coffee, let's engage in our glamorous escapades.
Hello everyone, I'm Gustavo Starola, the Dungeon Master of our future party. I'm gonna hit our 4 players with an arrow.
No!
Ow!
Da-da-da. I don't know what that was.
This week's role-playing warm-up question is, what allergies does your character have? If none, what allergies would they pretend to have? We all know if you don't have allergies, you pretend to have them.
I have an allergy. That will surprise no one.
What?
Well, hello, I'm Barbara Dunkelman. I play Elga von Brath, the half-elf vampire barbarian, as we all know and love.
And Elga, she has severe allergy to garlic.
Oh.
I mean,
That's sad.
I know that I cannot go to Italian restaurants because they pre-make their sauces at most places,
Yeah.
and so they can take it out.
It's a real sad state.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I know someone that actually has a real life garlic allergy. Now
Yeah, me too.
Now I'm questioning.
I know we have a good friend who has an allergy to onions and garlic.
Yeah.
And we went out to dinner with them last night, and every time we go out to dinner, they have to explain to the waiter
that they can't eat food.
I'm sorry, I'm the vampire.
Wow, that sucks. That's sad.
Yeah, that is a bummer.
Yeah,
Look at all the
thank
Italian
you.
food.
I know.
No, I'm thinking about it for my real friend.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm real.
Your Chip's work friend.
Am I your work daughter? Is that how it goes?
If you're okay,
Yeah.
then I'll just go ahead and go. Hi, I'm John Reisinger. I play Matty Confucius, who's the Eric Ghost monk. And as a ghost, I don't have any allergies. I don't actually even have to breathe. So it's not exactly a problem. But when I was alive, I do recall an allergy I did have. Oddly enough, allergic to yeast.
Oh, that is quite ironic.
It was very odd, but once it's ironic that once I passed on and became a baker in my afterlife, I've really used it quite a lot.
Wow.
So it went away.
Yeah, I guess it did. Yes.
Just to pull back the curtain on reality, didn't you have a gluten allergy that
did.
went away?
I was told I had a gluten allergy. I don't even know how gluten allergies go away.
But you had medication for it, right?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Chris Damaris, and I play Barney Farney. And
So many bubbles in your throat on that one.
How many allergies does Barney have?
well, let me get out my notebook.
Barney strikes me as the guy that they went and did the little exam and every little dot reacted.
Oh, that was me when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, you also have that energy. That's not surprising at all.
Well, there's grass thistle, and then obviously acorns,
Obviously.
and then I'm also allergic to the asparagus. And
I just want you to know, Chris has a page up on his screen where he Googled list of allergies.
Oh, Barbara, you didn't need to tell me that. Yeah. I know that's on his screen
I do
now.
like the setup now because we have accountability on Chris's laptop screen and the madness that takes place over there.
I just recall constantly seeing him looking up flowers in our last campaign.
Yeah.
dust mites.
Dust mites.
Dust mites will always
Classic
get you.
one.
I can go on. shall
Okay,
I?
I think that's enough. We've learned a lot about Barney.
Barney, do you carry an EpiPen on you? Do you know what an EpiPen is?
I always carry a pen. So
Yeah.
Okay, I wouldn't suggest sticking that into your upper thigh, but whatever works for you.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
coconut. I also forgot coconut.
Oh, yeah.
Introduce yourself, you goon.
Oh, hey, Blaine Gibson. I'm Chip Haney, Tiefling Rogue 6. It's gonna get
Tiefling
worse.
Rogue 6.
Okay, get worse and worse reading this.
Rogue 6 standing by.
Standing by.
And I'm not answering this question. I'm on to you, Dungeon Mister. I'm a professional assassin. And if I were going to kill somebody, I'd find out what their allergy was, all right? You're not going to boom flip this on me because, you know, you find a guy with a peanut allergy, you stuff a payday bar, an Almond Joy, a Snickers.
Joy. There's
You're
no
dead.
peanuts in there.
Almond.
Is there not an Almond Joy?
Oh, maybe there are.
What kind of nuts? It's almonds. It's
Almonds.
almonds. It's an almond joy.
Word.
That was named after the Allman Brothers.
Is that Chip's favorite band? The Almond Brothers?
No comment. I don't want to release too much
But they're
information.
actually just like mimics that are look like almonds and they're singing.
My enemies can use this against me. But I will say that cheese does make me farty and bloaty from time to time.
Lactose intolerant.
Don't worry, we know.
Yeah, I get the toots.
Yeah, when you sleep, you fart a lot in your sleep, Chip.
That's right. Wait, why are you not sleeping?
Because I maybe wake up in the middle of the night to go pee pee.
Sometimes I find you up in trees. What are you doing up there?
Testing things.
You're hanging upside down. It's kind of creepy.
Your lactose intolerance is unfortunate considering your accent there, Chip.
Oh, I love Wisconsin cheese. The wizards up there in Wisconsin, they make the best cheese.
The Wizards of Wisconsin.
That's the ones.
Before we dive into the episode here, just want to remind everyone, Stinkuary is going on right now.
Very happy Stinkuary.
Blurble Gerbil, Stinkuary to you.
Yeah.
Ah.
You can find more information where we're at on our social media accounts at Stinky Dragon Pod. And of course, you can head over to stinkydragonpod.com as well for further information about our first drive, our fund drive. You put the fun in funds. You heard it here first.
This month is giving me so much anxiety because this is before we're actually in the midst of Stinkuary, and I have no idea what's going to happen. And I'm just bracing for no one loving us. You know, not getting any signups.
Become the first member to prove that Blaine is loved.
Just one.
Just
one.
at least one of you.
We're pre-taping this. It's mid-December as we're taping this, so
ready for the
so
holidays.
we're a little ahead.
I'm gonna be optimistic. Thank you so much.
Wow.
The support has blown me away.
Overwhelming. How many?
Jeez. So many.
But anyway, if you'd like to support us, you can head over to stinkydragonpod.com/first, or if you'd like to gift a membership, go to stinkydragonpod.com/store. All the information's there.
Yeah.
We learned that Blaine doesn't know someone loves him unless a stranger gives him $6.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
I have to give him $6 every month just to prove my friendship to him.
Yeah.
It's like a subscription to being friends with
Yep.
Blaine.
Yep.
I paid Blaine $6 to not be my friend.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's still your friend.
Yeah,
shake it out.
I ran out of funds.
No matter what the court order says.
With a splash, bubbles of murky green water obscure the way for a moment, but then clears, revealing an underwater tunnel within the cluster of roots. A few moments of swimming and splash, the cold breeze of Perrish once again offers its chilly embrace, this time adding a sharp shiver thanks to damp clothes.
Poo-poo water.
All around is the inside of a putrescent tree with blackened bark that stinks something foul. But a faint light glimmers from an exit to the south. A quick dash to the opening gives way to an unfamiliar village outside. A village of rotting and decayed hovels on every side. This must be Covenord. And before long, out from the hovels crawls little girls with matted hair and warts dressed in filthy rags. A few speak in whispers to each other, cocking their heads in curiosity. But as soon as they sniff the air, the throng of children scuttle along the ground straight for you like a horde of spiders.
Chip starts kicking. Oh, I'm kicking him left and right. Get out of here, you varmints.
Everyone go ahead and...
Don't say roll for initiative.
No. I'm gonna give you guys a choice. You all can either roll perception or survival checks. Up to you guys.
Oh.
Which one do I have?
I just kind of want to do survival because, I don't feel like we get to do survival very often.
Oh, I paid off. I got an 18 on perception.
I'll go survival as well.
I did a 23 on survival.
All right.
15.
So Chip,
Nat 20, 25.
Yeah.
so Chip sticks around to see what's up, and then everybody else runs away for survival.
18. That's pretty. Everyone rolled really good. The
Yeah.
worst roll was Mateed with a 15 on survival. So
That's not bad.
So those are all really solid rolls. So this is a very disturbing scene with this. All of these children scuttling at you in an unnatural movement.
Scuttling.
I picture like crabs,
Yeah.
scuttling.
Gus has never seen a child.
That's how they move, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they scuttle. Yeah.
So, you're very quick to gain your bearings, and you know that heading south would be most likely a dead end because of the river
Okay.
blocking the way there. So your best bet would probably be to head north towards the city's closest border walls and to start trying to head there for safety.
We're in a tree.
No, you came out and you're like on solid ground.
So we popped out.
You went into like tree roots, swam underwater a bit, popped out, and now you're on
Okay,
solid
so
land.
we're at this village.
Yeah.
And so what you're describing is so the direction towards Perrish is north.
Correct.
And we are being approached by a horde of little demon witch children.
Who are scuttling
that are not
They're
Elga.
scuttling.
Hey, I'm not a demon witch woman.
What sound are they making?
Now take that, Micah, and duplicate it in
Just
different
repeat
pitches.
50 times.
I'll tell you what, everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Of course.
Everyone's
No.
favorite.
Come on, don't make us fight these children.
No.
No,
Make
make us fight them.
Finally, someone your size.
16.
Nif.
16.
That's a 9 for our non-French speaking.
8 for Elga. Okay.
Parisian speaking.
2? Like plus 2?
Yeah, plus 2. Sorry, 15.
What?
15. I'll also
I think they
15.
rolled the same initiative.
How do
so.
we roll off if
You
we got
don't,
the same
just your
thing
dex.
and the same? Well, no,
We have
our
the same
dex is
dex.
the same dex.
Oh.
Twins.
You both have the same dex?
Mine's 15.
Should we just
Mine's
have Chip go first because of Rogue?
I just can't believe that the cleric and the rogue have the same
too.
dexterity.
Let the fates decide.
Does that mean the cleric has really good dexterity or the rogue has really bad dexterity?
Little column A, little column B.
It's the ladder. No.
Go each of you roll a d20 since
Yeah.
you're tied.
Roll off.
15.
6.
All right, Barney goes first.
Sorry.
No. Elders first. Go right ahead. Derek.
Elga first?
No.
Oh, okay.
So what are we doing?
All right, so we've kind of had encounters like this before where every round people are going to make skill checks to overcome obstacles placed before you as you try to escape this unnerving horde of children coming after you.
Are some of the obstacles little girls?
We'll
Because
see.
that's going to be amazing.
This to me is always like the D&D version of the lava level of the Aladdin Nintendo game, where it's just if there's a wall of something behind you that wants to kill you, get to the right side of the screen.
So everyone can, when it's your turn to act, that's what we rolled initiative for. You can make a skill check
Okay.
to whatever you want to overcome the obstacle in front of you. It's really kind of free form, whatever you want to do.
And you'll let us know what we have available to us?
Yeah.
It's just anything you want,
But
right?
it's just pretty much whatever you want,
It's
whatever kind of
jazz.
skill or
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it
Is
was
that
like
what
the
jazz is, Chris?
Yeah.
Show me
Sorry.
jazz again?
Jazz.
No one did jazz hands, which is
I
like
know.
the go-to.
No,
That's
this
so
is-
millennial, Gus. Oh wait,
This is D&D jazz. It's got one Z and it looks like that.
jazz.
Jazz.
Le jazz. Did you know in Japanese it's jazz?
Barbara's been doing her Duolingo.
I learned that last night. And roku is rock.
With sheer speed and quick thinking, Barney, you instinctively act first. You and the party are swiftly being surrounded by a horde of haglings on every side, except for the decaying tree behind you. What do you do?
I think Chris had the same look on his face that I had in my head, which was neither of those things you used to describe Barney. Sheer speed and quick thinking.
This is an unusual situation. Maybe it triggers an old memory or something. And I do feel compelled to mention to everyone that if a party member wants, they can try to help. You can only do it once during this
Per turn or
go
just
eventually,
like
Chris.
this whole
in general
In
during
general,
this
okay.
sequence, and then we'll have you make a roll as well. And whether it might be advantageous, it could also be disadvantage.
With that survival check, we determined that west was the way to,
North.
north
Was Perrish.
was Perrish, and that's where we're headed. And
Quick
how
thinking.
far away are they from us?
They're closing fast.
Like-
At this point, they're probably, let's say, 50 feet away.
Hey Chris, really quick.
Yes.
Is Perrish where we're heading? Because I know that we were gonna escort the person.
Cold.
Yeah, but I'm dead. We were gonna escort the person, but that's no longer a mission. But are we going back
They
to
double crossed us.
Right. Do we want to go to Perrish?
Well, we want to get away
We
from
want to get away
these
from the
haglings.
little ladies. Girls. It's little girls.
All the little
Well,
ladies.
we don't
All the
get
little
away
ladies.
from all the little girls.
Just to clarify, I've been trying not to correct people, but I feel like I'm going to get blamed if people don't understand the correct geography here. So you all, crossed this water crossing.
Okay.
This is what you came out from. In front of you is Covenord. If you remember, you were trying to cross this river previously from the south, and then you couldn't get through
the bridge.
Correct. So the nearest city wall is to the north. Going north doesn't take you to Perrish, but it takes you to the city wall that you could ideally put between you and the Haglings.
Okay.
So we want to go north.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah.
Yes.
I was just making sure. I didn't know if we had someplace else we need to go.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to have a moment of chaos, this is your moment.
That goes south.
All right. I want to cast.
I think it's skill checks.
I don't know. Let's see what he says.
I want to cast Incite Greed.
What?
When you cast a spell, you present a gem used as a material component and
Gem.
choose any number of creatures within range that can see you. Each target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you until the spell ends, or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. While charmed in this way, a creature can do nothing but use its movement to approach you in a safe manner. While an affected creature is within 5 feet of you, it cannot move but simply stare greedily at the gem you present. At the end of each of its turns, the affected creature can make a wisdom saving throw. If it succeeds, then it ends.
I feel like he was about to say, "I rest my case, Your Honor."
And I rest my case.
It's very.
So can I? And I
What
have
was
a
the
gem.
check? Wisdom?
Wisdom
17.
of 17.
But what about the material component? Do we have
A
that?
gem. I have a gem.
You're
Yeah?
saying it wrong. I hate it.
A gem worth at least 50 gold pieces?
At least 50 gold pieces.
I think I also have one too.
I actually do. I have 2.
If you ever need me to donate one, it's supposed to go to Carol though. It was a
Yeah,
little
because I
bit
got
of
2
souvenir.
bloodstones that are 100 gold pieces. So,
Oh, yeah.
So, but if anyone has a 50, I'll trade.
Well, you're not using it up, are you? Or is that a
Do I
component?
use it up?
Is it a material component?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So anyone has a 51.
I don't.
I'll just use by 100.
How wise are these haglings?
Sorry, I'm rereading the spell real fast.
You don't
Oh,
have
wait, no, I do-
incite greed memorized?
Yeah, the classic D&D spell, Incite Greed.
I don't know. I just want to use it. I have a gemstone that's worth 50 gold pieces, so I'll use that one. Greedy little girls.
In my head, what
Or
Barney,
children.
Barney is doing is he's doing the monologue that what's-his-face Sheen does in Wall Street, just talking about how good greed is.
So the range on the spell is 30 feet, so you would have to wait a little while for them to close in a bit.
Or Barney could run towards them.
I'm going to run north to the center of them.
No, they're to the south of us.
Yeah, they're to the south.
And we want to run north.
You want to? Yeah.
Oh.
So we're essentially trying to outrun
But it sounds like Barney wants to sacrifice himself in hopes of inciting greed amongst a bunch of little haglings.
Barney!
I guess so. I guess
I will tell you a story, Barney.
I guess I should have read more about the range of this spell.
Chris not fully reading a spell?
But that's what I do.
or listening to what's going on.
I like this. I'm all for it.
Stinker starts biting at your pants, tugging at you, trying to keep you from running directly into danger.
I pick up Stinker and say, no, let him.
Let it happen.
Let him cook.
So I
You move 20 feet then to get closer to them?
guess so, because I'm committing to this.
Barney, you're going the wrong
I
direction.
love the indecision and the decisiveness. I guess so, because I'm committing to this.
He wants to commit. I appreciate it.
All right, let me make some saving throws over here. So it's DC 17 wisdom. Their wisdom saving throw is -1, so I need 18 or better to make
Ooh,
this.
okay.
Making a bunch of saving throws.
What's the time of day?
Oh, you just did a lot. You did 20.
240.
He just rolled 20 dice.
I mean, there are probably 20 little girls.
We now have learned that.
Like little spideys.
5 of them save.
Okay, so
I'm making a quick note.
So about 15
Don't.
are now
enthralled by Barney.
And so they should now be walking at in a safe way to you, but then 5 are now still running like
Scuttling.
zombies from 28 days
And
later.
whoever asked what time of day it is, I'm sorry. It's like, let's say, late afternoon, early evening. But yeah, so Barney, you raise your gem. What kind of gem is it, by the way?
It's a gem worth 50 gold piece.
What kind of gem do you want it to be?
I want it to be a purple one.
Amethyst.
I was going to ask him to name a purple gem.
I'm here to help my friend, okay? That's what I'm here to
Be a
do.
team player.
I'm
guys.
deleting it from
I'm
my...
here to help my friend get murdered by the remaining 5 haglings who are not.
I just love the word haggling.
Let it be
It's such
known
a
I'm
good
deleting
word.
the gem from my inventory.
Okay, you're deleting it. So you hold up.
I saw your inventory recently.
Let me see if I
What,
can help you. Soon.
what kind of gem was it? Again, Chris, tell me.
An amethyst.
Okay. You hold up an amethyst worth 50 gold pieces He'd never heard of an amethyst before today.
He said that with mild confidence. I'll let you know.
You hold up an amethyst worth 50 gold pieces into the air, and it's almost like hypnotic to most of the haglings. They begin staring at it, wide-eyed in wonder.
So you're basically like Dr. Grant in Jurassic Park with the flare
Yeah,
and the T-Rex.
yeah.
And you just throw it into the woods.
Nope. He's got to hold on to it.
I gotta hold on to it. So I got that in one hand.
So now we have a Girl Scout troop chasing after us. They might not be chasing, but they're definitely following us.
Well, there's 15 that are following and 5 that are definitely still chasing.
At chase, give chase.
So all we got to do is take care of 5 haglings.
yeah. I'll punch 5 little girls.
And only 5, right?
Is this dim light? Are we in dim light?
He wants to float. Let him know if he can float or not.
It's late afternoon, early evening, sure.
We all float
It's
down
dim
here.
light, so now I use the remainder of my movement to float back 10 feet up into the air towards the party.
Via, what is it, Twilight?
Steps of night. As a
Steps of
bonus
night.
action, when you're in
Twilight
dim
sparkle.
light or darkness, you can magically give yourself a flying speed equal to your walking speed for 1 minute.
I like this. This is good.
I'm flying!
Yeah. Floating.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you still have to be holding this gem up the entire time?
I think
Yeah, because
so.
then when they come
They
close,
follow you, right?
they have to be within, they stay 5 feet away.
Yeah, they stop within 5 feet, but they follow me.
It's just Barney going, oh.
What's the duration of
with
it?
a
Yeah.
gem in his hand.
I think it's 10 minutes.
How long can
Okay.
you hold a gemstone for that long? You're very old. Roll for strength.
He just puts it in his mouth.
It's I like how Chris just makes stuff up. It's concentration up to 1 minute.
Yeah, where'd you get 10?
Where'd you get 10?
I added a 0.
I need some rough math.
So, with all of this happening around you, what kind of skill check would you want to do to try to evade the 5 remaining
I'm flying.
haglings?
So what's that? Acrobatics?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
in
I
that
guess,
case,
yeah.
make us an acrobatics check.
Which one's the more strength-oriented one?
That would be athletics.
Athletics is strength.
Yeah.
That's a 10.
Sure it's not a 1 and you added a 0 to it?
Are you sure it's not a
Got him.
100?
You're very focused on trying to maintain the situation, trying to exert your control over the 15 haglings that you are able to affect with greed. But the other 5 just close ground quicker than you're expecting as you're taking to the air. And a few of them manage to lash out at you, doing a little bit of damage.
Wow. How much?
Let's see.
I mean, it's gonna be, 25% of what would have happened if all of them had succeeded.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take 12 points of claw damage.
Oh, I was imagining haggling damage would be them just kicking him in the shins, like a little girl to an old man.
Now they're like reaching up to a floating man
Yeah.
and they're like scraping his feet and
That's
ankles.
horrifying.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're as you're floating away, they're like John said, they're scraping at your shins and your ankles and just trying to claw you down. They're trying to grapple you and pull you to the ground, but you manage to float away before they're able to pull you down to their level.
We're gonna need to get some, antibiotics on those scratch marks. Those little girls, they're boogers all over their fingernails. That's dirty. That's gross, Barney.
That's ageist. For you to assume little girls have boogers in their
She
fingernails.
says that she's picking her nose.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Now,
What?
This spell, they're interested in this jewel. If I was to throw it, would they chase the jewel or
I
would they stay?
think you need to be holding it. I
Okay,
think,
all right,
let me
yeah,
reread it.
That's what I was.
Contact continues to imbue it with magic.
Man, get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably have to hold
okay.
it.
Anyway, that's what I did.
I feel like
It's
at
a
this
good
point
turn.
now, because you have that, they have to follow us. So it's like even if
Well-
we lost them, they'd still be following
For the next
Barney's spell.
minute.
Yeah, you got 60 seconds. So,
That's like 10 turns.
so the haglings seem to be somewhat distracted and split up at this point. And so if just for a moment a gap opens up amongst the horde, it's pretty narrow, but there seem to be other additional haglings that are joining in,
Preteen
taking
hags.
to the rooftops, waiting to pounce on you.
All screaming about Taylor Swift.
Chip, what do you want to do?
Is there any sort with Barney's weird greed thing? Is there any visual component where if they break eye contact with that thing, then it loses its effect, or is it more of like a?
If they get hit, then like don't attack the
damage
ones.
the
I don't
ones.
intend to.
It doesn't say anything that they need to maintain line of sight with it, but I would say if you break their line of sight, they would probably not be happy and would try to restore their line of sight based on the spirit of the spell.
So I have darkness, which would basically I was gonna cast it like amongst the little girls, and hopefully that buys us some time. 'Cause
That's
they
good.
Lose sight of us for a bit.
I think that's a good one.
Okay, well then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use darkness.
Because how big is that?
Magical darkness spreads from a point you choose within range to fill a 15-foot radius sphere for the duration. Darkness spreads around corners. A
So
creature with
30
dark
feet.
vision can't see through this darkness, and non-magical light can illuminate it.
Oh, so cast it on him.
It says if if the point you choose is an object you are holding or one that isn't being worn or carried, the darkness emanates from that object and moves with it. That doesn't necessarily mean I could cast it on one of the dumb little girls and then she's bringing darkness with her, right?
That'd be pretty, pretty grim looking.
She's just like, "Ah!"
Well, we wouldn't see nothing.
Cast it.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason it couldn't be. There's nothing that explicitly says it has to be an inanimate object, but just to remind you, it is darkness and everyone would be obscured by it.
Not everyone.
What do you mean?
You mean like we wouldn't be able to see?
You wouldn't be able to see through it.
I can see
Right.
through it.
What
you
if you
can't.
have
You can see through
dark
magical
vision?
darkness?
Yep.
Oh.
Wait. It says a creature with dark vision can't see through this darkness unless you have, and non-magic can't illuminate it. So do you have some sort of special?
Oh, non-magic can't. What is the things? I thought I had something that made me be able to see through like stuff like that now.
I love how Mateed is just the player version of no butt in improv.
No, I
Well, no, because like you have flying, so you could just like piece out of
But
everything.
I want to help.
You could
I
just
want to
like
yes and help.
go through walls,
Yes, cast darkness and
and I could see
I'll
through
go
it.
get the cleric.
Yeah, this is a creature with
Okay.
dark vision can't see through.
So
No, not dark vision.
Mateed has an ability called Astral Sight.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Which means you can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120
But
feet.
they have to cross their eyes in order for it to work, though. That's what I understand.
Yeah,
Stop
and
it.
John has to do it in real life.
Yeah, you
for
have to hold
attention.
that.
Headache.
It's for concentration.
So yeah, so just like that, that's just a heads up that only Mateed would be able to see through this.
Okay,
Well, that's
this
good,
is
though.
good. Do it, and I'll go get the cleric.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Chipmunk strikes again.
Yeah. Back at it. And did we determine if I could cast it on like one of the people?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I gonna cast darkness on the wardiest of the little girls. The one with the most wards.
Yeah, and this is one of the ones who has been enthralled.
Wardiest. They said wardiest, like with a D.
Wardiest. Like,
And I'm like,
the most
do they have
well-spoken.
wards?
Like one, so just to say, so at this point in my mind, there's three different distinct groups of haglings.
Yes.
They're the ones who are affected by greed, the ones unaffected by greed from that
Five.
group, and then there are the ones who are now appearing on rooftops as well, ready to pounce on you.
Those are horrifying.
So where are you targeting this? Like which group?
Probably the ones that aren't affected by Barney's weird little gimstone that are still pursuing us.
Gotcha.
Because they're the most current threat.
The ones that attacked him.
Yes.
Yeah, and also theoretically the ones that are on the rooftops and all that stuff that hopefully this provides some sort of a barrier.
All right. Yeah.
So it's like a reverse flashbang.
You pick the wardiest of those five and cast darkness on them.
I'm going to pick the ugliest, wardiest, weirdest looking little one. That one right there. She's like,
Magical darkness sprouts forth, obscuring a 30-foot diameter, 15-foot radius sphere from there.
Ah, my eyes!
Oh yeah, Barney's in there too. Oh, well, what's your fly speed, Barney?
My flight speed?
Yeah.
The same as your
It's the
walking.
same as my walking speed.
So you move 20 up. How much movement would you have had left to fly away?
10 up.
Okay, so you are in the darkness. Okay.
follow my voice, Bernie. Oh, oh,
I'm afraid.
Is there any kind of skill check you want to make to assist Barney or to try to distract or fend off the haglings on the roof?
I
Yeah,
like
I'll
that was the parameter that Gus set for this whole thing was like, do something, we'll do a skill check. He does a spell. He does a spell.
Yeah.
I'll pick up a pebble off the ground and throw it at Barney's last known location so that he knows which direction to go to.
Okay. Make like a ranged. No, we want a skill check. Make a we'll call this a acrobatics check. 'Cause you're trying to hit this.
Ooh, I like acrobatics. Here we go. That's a 4. 4! Does he get
It
it?
makes sense.
Nice.
You throw the rock into the darkness where you're pretty sure Barney is, and the rock goes in and is just swallowed up by the darkness, and you don't hear it hitting anything.
All right, gang, let's skedaddle.
We'll say it's kind of demoralizing that you didn't hit Barney, despite the fact you were positive where he was. So we're gonna say you have disadvantage on your next skill check.
That's not very fair, Dungeon Mister. What did I do wrong?
Bad roll.
Guess so.
Hey, little stinkers! January is a super important month for us and you, the viewers. It's Stinkuary. This show would not be possible without your patronage, which is why all month long we're going to be raising awareness around our subscription service, which is called First. It puts you, the audience, first. Every time someone supports Tales from the Stinky Dragon was First, they contribute to keeping the podcast going and the creation of new Stinky Dragon content. We'll be seeing how many subscribers and how much merch sales we can raise in the month of January so that we can do all the cool, fun stuff we want to make throughout the year. We'll be able to create some new awesome stuff in 2024. Exclusive mini adventure run by John, Blaine, Barbara, or Chris. Second win for our Infinite campaign, maybe. First only exclusive merch, an Infinite campaign module. The sky is the limit, and that's just the future. First gets you immediate benefits like access to ad-free content and special subscriber content like deep dives into the lore and player decisions of our campaign over at stinkydragonpod.com. An ad-free podcast RSS feed at stinkydragonpod.com/RSS. Well known in a recent episode, Blaine found out all about that. Exclusive Discord events at stinkydragonpod.com/Discord. Merch discounts at stinkydragonpod.com/store. So much more. We also have some exclusive limited merch offerings at stinkydragonpod.com/store, like signed posters from the cast and crew, personalized puppet videos or audio messages from the Infinite and Grotesque party members, first only tote bag, or you can bundle the tote bag with a first membership, up to you. All of this culminates in a super stinky stream January 26th, where we'll be playing a special 8-hour D&D adventure live as we make our final push for subscribers and to celebrate our stinky show. This show would not exist without your support, and the best way to support the show is by getting a first subscription through stinkydragonpod.com/first or purchasing a gift subscription for your friends at stinkydragonpod.com/store. Going on all January. Looking forward to celebrating Stinkyary with you. That's right, all Stinkyary, all January, as you call it, January. Go to stinkydragonpod.com/first for yourself or stinkydragonpod.com/store to gift a sub. Want to jump in real fast and remind you, all 8 episodes of Stinky Dragon Adventures are available now. You can watch them all for free over at stinkydragonpod.com. Whether your resolution is to save money, eat better, or stress less, HelloFresh is here to help you do all 3. Say hello to your most delicious year yet with fresh ingredients and chef-crafted recipes at a price you'll like, delivered right to your door. So you've resolved to actually sit down, eat dinner at the table, but what do you do about those nights when your schedule's packed? Just turn to HelloFresh's lineup of quick and easy meals, including their 15-minute recipes designed to help minimize mealtime stress. It can be that fast, and I've said it, I say it all the time. I like doing this after a day at work. It's like really easy, clear to follow instructions with pictures because I'm not very good at this. You just put it all together. It doesn't take very many pots. Lots of them are just like one pan recipes. Sit down, get in the zone, put it all together. They have some recipes that take 15 minutes, but all of them are generally pretty quick. And when you're done, you have a delicious meal you get to eat and enjoy. I make them all the time. I'm always super excited whenever I get to eat HelloFresh. I had some black bean tacos the other day that were really, really excellent. Anyway, go to HelloFresh.com/dragonfree. Use code DRAGONFREE for free breakfast for life. It's 1 breakfast item per box while subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life at HelloFresh.com/dragonfree with code DRAGONFREE. HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. Maybe it's just me, but I find the idea of new year, new me incredibly stressful. Like overnight, I'm supposed to go to the gym, have a 6-pack, say no to food that I enjoy. Pretty miserable, right? So this year, let's try something different. New year, same me. Because, forget expectations. MeUndies wants you to feel empowered, whether you love the gym or love laying on the ground. Their Move Me collection is soft and moisture wicking, ready to support your movements, big and small. If you want to lounge, you'll love their buttery soft undies, loungewear, and pajamas. I love it when it gets a little cooler this time of year because I bust out the loungewear. Typically, it's kind of hot here in Central Texas, but the loungewear is great in cooler weather like this. Once I'm home, that's all I'm wearing. I would wear it to work, but I think that, some of my coworkers might complain about it, but they're absolutely great. And year round, I wear the undies. It's like my go-to all the time. So from black classics to fun, expressive prints, MeUndies has the look for everyone. Plus, they come in sizes from extra small to 4XL, guaranteeing a flattering cut for everybody. And MeUndies isn't just about underwear. Explore their lounge collection featuring comfy joggers, hoodies, onesies, and more. And their Move Me Activewear collection is the softest activewear on the market. MeUndies signature fabric is as soft as a warm hug from your favorite sweater. It's breathable, stretchy, and oh so comfy, making it ideal for all-day wear. They use sustainably sourced materials and work with partners that care for their workers. Not happy with your first pair of undies? It's on MeUndies. Kick off the new year comfier than ever and get 20% off your first order plus free shipping at MeUndies.com/stinky. That's MeUndies.com/stinky for 20% off plus free shipping. MeUndies, comfort from the outside in.
All right.
So, Mateed, 2 of your compatriots have, thrown their hats into the ring, approached this conundrum in very different ways. Time is running short. The Hagglings on the roof start figuring out that what you guys are up to, and they start trying to form a blockade between you and the wall. It's up to you to try to pave the way. What do you do?
Okay, first, Mateed will, in fact, cast Visage of the Astral Self, which is a bonus action. which does give me astral sight, so I can see everything through the darkness.
With your special eyes.
And so, how far did he run towards
He
him?
ran 20 feet towards him, but then he flew 10 feet back at a diagonal. So he's 10 squared plus 20 squared away from you. Oh, the square root of 10 squared plus 10 squared?
We were here. He went this way and then this way.
I
A
gotcha.
is 20, B is 10, find C.
Wait, A is 20, B is 10. So 20 squared. Hold on. I know this.
I don't want to do math right now. I want someone else to do it for me.
Would it not just be 10 feet away from it? I'm not
Well,
doing
That's
that.
roughly. So he's
like
he
seven-ish.
went 20, came back
7?
around.
Wait, 10, 20. Wait, no, I did that wrong. Wait, what?
Do you know how triangles work?
Well, no, I don't, Gus. I'm not a triangle expert.
Hold on, no, I know this.
He never studied
Gotta
triangles.
find the
You know the
square-
hypotenuse, the shortest
No.
leg of a right triangle.
I commend this man's honesty. He said, "No, I don't know how triangles work, Gus." Okay, I
What's the
applaud
square-
him.
Shut up!
That's hard to say.
What's the square root of 500? Dang it! No, I don't want to get my credit card. What's the square root of 500?
Dude, if you just type into Google Pythagorean theorem, it shows you a calculator
It's
to do it.
22.3606 feet. You're welcome.
So Barney is at a diagonal 22 feet away from you, up in the air, Mateed.
That math checks out.
Oh, guys, Mateet's gone. Mateet's gone. Where'd they go?
I think Mateed's ghosting you guys.
Mateet entered the ethereal plane and just went straight into the ground as far as their flight can go. No, Mateet goes and grabs the little balloon that is Barney. So 22 feet that way. And then grabs Barney and flies the remainder of their 65 flying speed. So it's what,
About another 40.
43?
Yeah.
43 feet back. And
So then it would be 20 feet back to your party, so then 23 feet further away.
yeah, and is just dragging Barney behind, and flying as fast as possible that direction.
Would you look the same when you cast Astral Self or whatever?
No, Visage of the Astral Self does give me some sort of imagery.
Crossed eyes. We've established this.
Oh my goodness. Did I die? Are you an angel?
Well, one of those things is true. Yeah, you know.
I saw a black, everything went black, and all of a sudden a glowing, like, winged creature is carrying me away.
Yeah,
While you're holding your glowing amethyst.
But it's yelling at you in French.
Perishian.
Perishian.
The spectral visage covers your face like a helmet or mask. What's fun is that this can be cast with arms of the astral self. So I think that's even cooler where I have, because in my image, when Mateet does that, it's a bunch of wings and they're glowing, and then I have a helmet that's glowing. And so, yeah.
You're like Hawk.
So it would be like a little bit like an angel.
I think Barney's like, did I? Oh my goodness.
Little seraphim.
Yeah.
Mateet says, "Be not afraid."
Be not afraid. Let's go this way. And I grab him and fly.
I'm an angel of death.
I'll let you make the choice here whether you think that's more of like an acrobatics or a strength check to grab Barney and then fly away in the other direction.
I would
He
like
is
to.
full of chainmail.
I would like to do an acrobatics check.
All right.
Just to round it off, 3 acrobatic checks in your little game of doing checks. That's a 24.
Oh, finally someone passes it. So, you dive in there, grab Barney, and pull him away. Like we said, another 20, 25 feet beyond where the party was.
Oh, and
closer to the wall.
And I yell at Barney, "Drop the gem!"
What? Why?
Because we're trying to get away from these little girls, and you literally have something that is attracting them. So drop the gem!
But it's making 15 of them
No,
peaceful.
but they will still follow. That's what they do. They're going to keep following.
But they're going to follow us anyway.
I know, so don't make it so that they follow us no matter what.
You gave the enemy a homing beacon.
Yes, it is a glowing
They
purple
give him a
beacon.
homie beacon.
No.
But they're nice
There's
now.
homies.
You're standing right next to me. What are you doing, Elga?
Can I do another check where I kick the gem out of his hand?
Yeah, you make like an unarmed strike to try to knock it out of his hands.
Yes, I'm gonna do that.
You just want it for yourself.
Oh no, the incite greed is affecting Barney.
I rolled a 26 on attack.
Yeah, we would say that would hit. Barney, make a dexterity saving throw to see if you're able to hold on to the gem as Matisse tries to swat it out of your
Come on,
hands.
Barney, you can do it.
Stop it.
Come on, Barney. I just like inter-party conflict.
19.
Doesn't.
I would say because you hit it, but he makes a dex save to try to hold on to it, and that is that's a really good save. He's able to hold on to the gem and keep it in his hand.
Angel.
Stinker starts running around growling at Mateed because from his perspective he thinks Mateed's trying to hurt Barney.
Did the attack? The attack was my action.
Yes.
Okay, I can attack him again.
Yeah, go for it. Try to strike the gem.
We're doing this. I have 2 attacks. 16.
Yeah, we'll say that hits the gem. Barney, make a save to hold on to the gem again. Mateed, the angel just keeps trying to steal the gem out of your hands.
It's just a bird going.
That's a 22.
Yeah,
What's 22?
he was ready for it or something. Barney used his old man reflexes.
No.
I'm going.
But he's going. Drop
I'm
it. Drop
going
it.
to feed these haglings a Barney.
I like that you are dangling him. And at this point, they've had enough time to probably group up, and they're all just going,
Okay, I will admit, I don't think this is the best strategy. All right.
But he committed to it. He said he was committing.
I hate it.
This is why I like going first.
All right.
All right.
That's my turn.
Well, Elga, for better or worse, this is where we're at. It's up to you now to try to help the party up and over the towering wall that you all have drawn close to.
How close are they to this wall now, and how tall is the wall?
We'll say you're pretty close to the wall. These are the city walls of Perrish, so they're really tall. I believe the first time you all came up to the walls, I said they were 100 feet tall.
60 feet tall.
Was it 60? Okay, so
And
really
there's-
tall.
Are there any ropes or anything hanging down that we could see?
Make me a perception check.
I think I only remember that because she cast her climb thing.
And it was just more than it,
And
right?
it was
Yeah.
more than her walking speed, was
Yeah.
what her climbing speed becomes.
It's only an 11.
Well, you found a bucket of long, sticky nails. The finger kind, not the metal kind.
Ew, yucky. Okay.
Oh.
Took me a while to think of.
Yes, we all heard the gap.
Helga, maybe you could broker a peace. You speak their language. Creepy little girl. You could talk to them.
I can't hear you, Tip.
We're right next to each other.
I can't hear you. It's so dark in here.
You're not standing right. I'm looking right at you.
Do I have rope? I do have rope. It's 50 feet. Okay. I want to run towards the wall.
Okay.
So I don't know if that would be a check of any sort.
Let's see where this goes. Just
Okay.
tell me everything you want to do. We'll figure it out.
I would like to run up the wall with my climbing and throw 50 feet of rope down the wall for my party to grab.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Why don't we tag team this then?
Okay.
If you want, you can start running to the wall, and I don't know if you remember, Lewis is with you. Lewis can give you a boost.
Why,
you can do
why is Lewis okay with us? Remind me.
Because
Shivey instructed Lewis to come with you.
Oh, Lewis was the ice guy.
Yeah.
Giant.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember why he was aiding us.
Yeah.
He could cradle his hands, and you could step into it, and he could toss you up or give
Sure.
you a boost to get up on top of the wall.
Sure, I'll let him do that just to make him feel useful. Because, I could do it by myself.
He could
Well,
launch
it's a
you.
little
This is the strength that
little
just
longer than
yeets.
your climb, isn't it? You
50
climb
yeah.
50? Yeah.
50 feet, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was suggesting it, just to give you that
Gotcha.
extra little bit of distance you need.
He is
Gotcha.
the giving god.
Yes, I will go 50 feet up the wall and drop my rope.
Okay, so in that case, let's just round it out. Make an acrobatics check
All right.
to see if you're able to stick the landing.
That's a
I critical failed for 6 with my +5.
that's a 1.
I don't have any inspiration die, so I don't think I could do anything about
Lewis
that.
just shoves Elga into the wall.
He tries to boost you up, but instead boosts you horizontally, straight face first into the wall.
We are nailing this like a bucket.
Well, could I?
Yeah, we'll say that, Lewis initially redirects your energy the wrong way into the wall, and you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage from hitting the wall.
Jesus Christ.
But
okay.
he feels bad about it. So he picks you up, by the scruff, and then tosses you up to the top of the wall.
To the top of the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now dash away.
And then I don't know if I'll be able to do this just based on physics, but could I somehow tie some rope to my axe and
Yeah.
throw the axe kind of midway point on the wall so that they have some stuff to climb up to?
That's cool. That's cool.
So down.
Yeah, because I'm at the top of the wall. So I would
Yeah, you
throw-
could almost use the rope you know,
To, like-
hold to like
Oh,
swing the
yeah.
axe down,
Yeah.
embed it into the wall, and then toss the rope
Toss the rope.
I also have
beyond from that.
the axe of the scarab also acts as a what's it called, boomerang as well.
Oh, you can recall it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So I will try to do that.
Yeah, just make a. Is there like a
Athletics?
no, like a throwing attack roll you can make for that?
Oh,
wish
I mean,
attack with it.
I have unarmed strike.
Well, axe of the scarab is a thrown weapon as well, so you can just
the hit DC.
just do that.
Yes, 25.
Yeah, so you're able to like attach it to the rope and then toss it down to the wall.
Cool.
Make it stick, and then you know, have the rope go down.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, your turn. Stop fighting each other now and kicking gems. Just climb up the wall, please.
Well, now Gus has to roll individually for 47 little girls.
Yeah, so you know, you all begin closing the distance on the wall, and as you're getting close, you know, Lewis continues helping you, tossing you up to the rope, which Elga has put down to help you climb the wall. All the while, you know, using one arm to help you and the other arm to knock away any hagglings as they get close.
Does Lewis
Coming in
sacrifice
clutch.
himself, or does
She
he come with
starts
us?
yelling, hold the door.
Oh my God.
Then, you know, after the four of you are safe at the top of the wall, Lewis clambers up and pulls himself up alongside with you atop the wall. And the sheer exertion of the combat and this escape forces Lewis to fall unconscious.
On top of the wall.
Yeah.
He's safe.
Could I check on him?
Yeah, you can make a medicine check.
Louis, please don't be dead.
16.
Oh, yeah, it looks like he's exhausted and hurt. You don't think it's enough to, you know, mortally wound him, but perhaps he's just in need of a little bit of recovery time.
Chip puts his hand on his forehead and says, "Oh, he's ice cold."
Definitely not
Nice.
running a fever.
Oh, well, you actually, Chip, you pull your hand out, you know, to touch Lewis to see his temperature.
And I die.
And yeah, your entire arm freezes off.
Oh my God.
I'll get a new metal one.
You notice that the hag eye that was given to you begins to glow with like, it's like glowing with a green light.
Okay.
And then suddenly, you know, it gives a blinding flash of light and, you know, kind
Jeez.
of blinds everyone very temporarily. Everyone, jeez, everyone make an Arcana check.
I thought the Haggai was a communication device.
7.
9.
Yes, asterisk.
14.
It's like a drone. I think we established it was like the Rainbow Six Siege drone.
15.
Barney and Chip, you get vague glimpses of cobwebs and dilapidated wooden floors.
Okay, I'm confused now what the Haggai is.
Elga, you receive a vision of vignetted depictions of pencils, desks, and a chalkboard.
Oh no, I'm back in school.
Did you study for your test?
No.
Mateed, you have a vision of a close-up visual of a tall, lanky, scarecrow-shaped individual with a blazing jack-o'-lantern for a head.
Are these all like our nightmares?
Yeah, I thought the Haggai was like I throw it out and then I can like connect with it telepathically to see. Is it casting us visions like, or is it connected to other eyeballs? Are we seeing through other Haggais?
Are we seeing in our head this all in our head?
Yeah. Make an Arcana check, Chip.
A 6.
Yeah, you've never dealt with one of these before.
I bang it a couple times. Can I do another Arcana check?
No.
Let's go.
The blinding vision dissipates and everyone's eyesight returns. You appear to be at a junction of an icy dirt road that splits off to the north, east, and west. You all look behind you, and Lewis, the hulking frost giant, has vanished.
Oh.
Instead, in his place is a wizened but handsome man with pale skin and salt and pepper hair. He's wearing a ripped and bloodied woolen gray coat, holding a tattered cane.
This is the
Alchemist?
Alchemist?
The alchemist?
I know where that is. I've seen that classroom before. It's not far from me. Just down that eastern road.
You saw it too?
Wait, hold to pump the brakes here, Alchemist.
I
Before you-
realize you all must have a slew of questions for
Yeah.
me, but time is of the essence.
Oh my gosh.
If someone could please help me up, I can lead you to the Headless Horseman.
I'll help you up. Can I help him up?
Yeah.
I feel like half the dialogue with the Alchemist is him telling me to shut up because there's no time. It's just, it takes 5 seconds. You can give me the spark notes there, bud. You just,
Barney leans over and helps the alchemist up, and the alchemist begins hobbling toward the east, leaning heavily on his cane.
he's always running. He's always going.
I promise, Chip. Once we arrive, I'll have time to explain everything.
Just tell me on the way, why don't you?
It's right over here. I can see it.
Okay, let's go.
Thank you, Olga.
You're welcome, teacher.
I appreciate the enthusiasm. It's inspiring.
I am also enthused.
You should give yourself an inspiration die for being a team player.
Do you want to use my walker?
You guys want to sub?
He's not an inspiration dice gachapon. Okay, I think that's already happened.
After but 5 minutes, the road veers off to the left into a small valley banked by frosted trees.
5 minutes of complete silence where we don't talk about
He's catching his breath. He just saved you. A weathered wooden sign dangles overhead from a slanted post. It reads, Crew Endormi.
This is the place.
Where you tell us?
Sleepy.
And with a thud, the alchemist slumps to the ground, his eyes slowly drooping.
Could I put him on my shoulder?
Yeah, but before you do that, he's mumbling a little bit, like almost in his sleep, maybe?
It's this curse. I can.
His head leans against the crooked post and his eyes shut.
Curse.
Is like Lewis? Is it like
Jekyll and Hyde?
Well,
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I thought for maybe they were like swapped with each other. You know,
What was the alchemist's real name?
it was. I know this. Robert
No, that was his son, wasn't it?
Henry is his son.
Henry's.
I think Robert was his name.
Robert and Lewis. Jekyll. I'm trying to see if there's any play on words.
What is that? You know that purple liquid that made you dream? You see people's dreams?
Yeah, NyQuil.
Are you talking about from the first campaign?
No, it was this campaign. There was some purple liquid in a cave.
Oh, yeah. It was in like where y'all found the dragon.
Yeah. And it showed you what people's desires, right? Or what did it make? It showed you their dreams visually, right?
You getting to the fact that you bottled some up?
Yeah.
Purple drank?
Yeah. Well, what
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it?
so-
Are you asking a question?
Yeah, so, well, it made you you see their dreams, right?
yeah.
Well, let's give him this and we'll see what he's dreaming about.
Ah.
If you give him the drink,
We'll see what he's dreaming.
Yeah,
That's
cheat
how it works,
codes.
right? Correct?
I don't know.
You have no idea. Why are you asking me?
All right, I do it. I give him some purple dream, some purple
dreams.
some purple drink.
Are you from Houston? You uncork the bottle that you had saved from your time with the dragon.
Yeah.
And you open up the alchemist's mouth and pour it in.
Let's see what he's got in his head.
the alchemist drowns.
Everyone make an arcana check.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Are we really doing this? Are we getting
He's
to
done
see
it.
this?
I'm 10.
21. I'm gonna see how far before he
18.
snatches the rug from below us.
6.
You see his dreams like begin to coagulate and form into a vision you're able to see. And you see, visions of the alchemist's wife and his son sitting at home.
Francesca
Yeah, Francesca, that's the
and,
one.
and Henry.
Henry?
Yep.
And they're
And-
just and what they're just
They're sitting at a dinner table all laughing.
without him?
Well, it's POV. It's a dream.
What was the joke? What are we laughing at?
They're just having a good time.
It's hard to make out. Everyone was laughing when the dream started.
Well, I thought this movie would be more exciting.
Yeah, I think we came in midway through.
We're outside of the school,
Correct.
and
The place he claims is the school.
right.
Yeah.
The school that we all saw in our vision brought on by the
I
Haggai.
think it was just in my vision, no?
Well, yeah. I mean, yours was the most coalesced version.
Okay.
So you're by.
Or no, mine was the most coalesced. I saw the scarecrow.
You're not actually outside of a school. You remember you're by a slanted post with a wooden sign on it.
And it said what on it?
Crew Endormi.
Crew
Since we're
under me?
looking at it, can you spell
Oh.
that?
You know what it means.
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow.
Okay.
Oh, dormi.
What? I don't get it.
Oh, oh yeah. What? Describe the building we're in front of. If it's not, if it's, is it like a house?
So this was just a wooden signpost, but you can look down the road here and you see there's a handful of quaint buildings made of stonework covered in snow. A lot of the structures have fallen to ruin, and the whole place is probably somewhat abandoned. It looks like, and it seems like over time, these former homes and businesses have either been looted or just lost due to the elements.
Okay. I say we should get the alchemist and add to this building.
As a volunteer firefighter,
Farmer.
whatever, I know the proper way of carrying a limp human body. Also, from my days as an assassin, you got to dispose of the bodies. So I thrust him over my shoulders and I carry him in the firefighter's carry.
All right.
Okay, I offered, but never mind.
I know, I do recall that.
Make a strength check,
Really?
Chip. Yeah, that was like Elga said that.
Yeah, roll off to see who gets to carry the body.
Everyone wants my gem.
Let's fight over his body.
Oh, yeah, can I kick that gem?
I think it goes away after a minute.
Okay, we
Yeah.
passed a minute.
Also-
Because 5 minutes it took to get to the...
Yeah. I also realized my gem didn't go away. It didn't get consumed.
It doesn't get consumed by
No,
that?
it only gets consumed if it says if it gets consumed, and it didn't get consumed. So I keep mentioning.
But I think using it to activate the thing consumes it.
Nah, I looked up.
Nah.
Hey, nah.
Was that a complete sentence? Nah, I looked up.
Nah.
According to Chris, yes.
Very true.
I rolled a 14 on strength, by the way.
Yeah, you're able to pick him up and toss him over your shoulders.
Be a shame if I bonked his head on something for not talking to us.
Everyone make a perception check.
I perceive the alchemist has crappy dreams.
18.
7.
Snooze fest, am I right? 6.
Barney's just jealous because the alchemist remembers his family.
Burn.
Oh, that hurt.
That cut deep.
Let me know if you need any healing potions for that burn, Barney. Mateed and Barney, you both hear what appears to be, or what you think is like the sound of a horse whinnying in the distance around a corner.
What does that sound like?
Not bad.
Oh, he exploded.
There's a horse in the distance towards the building or behind us?
In the midst of the buildings.
And the what you described that I saw with the hag eye was a scarecrow-like creature with a jack-o'-lantern for a head.
Correct. A blazing jack-o'-lantern for a head.
Where was
I
that?
also just want to point
That
out
was in my vision or my perception check of the hag eye.
What you got, Barbara?
this place is called Sleepy Hollow.
Yes.
Alchemist is falling asleep. We might fall asleep.
I think he's asleep because of the ordeal.
The exhaustion. He passed out. 'cause
Not
he
that
was
this place is
Lewis.
called Sleepy Hollow.
I mean, that's a possibility. I'm just going off of the logical projection of like he collapsed and
Maybe this is where dreams are made.
yeah.
That's really sad. This is a really sad dream place. Can I do an Arcana check to see if Sleepy Hollow is aptly named?
What are you checking for?
Just see if
There's like a sleep spell on it or
yeah,
something.
if he has like some
I
sort
would
of
call that a history check.
Okay, well, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll do a history check. Is that all right? Do you want me to?
It's your history modifier.
+1, 20.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Everyone make a constitution saving throw.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Even the person who figured it out.
Yeah.
11.
11.
22.
14, but if I fail, I have a backup.
Nah, y'all aren't tired. You don't think that it's necessarily connected.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, he's good. He's playing checks on it.
Do I think it's connected with the 22?
No. You think it's just a coincidence. You feel very fine. You don't feel tired at all.
I'm going to pull out my Spear of the Superior Baker and approach towards the sound of the horse.
You walk down, a little bit into these dilapidated buildings in the midst of this ghost town, I guess. And the horse is tied up outside of a stone building, leaning against a leafless tree, and it's strewn with frost-bitten ivy. The foliage partially covers a wooden sign overhead. And you're going to make me read French, aren't you?
Do
you want to send it to
entire
me?
arc, my dude.
Do you want to send it to me and I'll read it?
Yeah, we can
Okay.
pitch down Barbara's voice to make it sound like yours, Gus.
Yeah.
So read it in your best Gus impression. Real good. Good.
And you look at you move some of the ivy aside to uncover the sign, and the sign reads,
École endormie.
École?
School of Sleep, probably.
School of sleep.
Sleep school.
Do I feel like Blaine should be asking this, but do I recognize this horse?
"Oh yeah, you don't want your horse girl to inspect it and
I
figure
just
it
feel
out."
like I'm sitting next to the horse girl. So, but
Beautiful mane on that one.
can I see if I recognize this
Yeah,
horse?
make a wisdom check.
What's a horse check? That's 15.
Yeah, you recognize this as being the headless horseman's mare.
And if I can ask one more question, the scarecrow-like creature with the jack-o'-lantern for a head that I saw, is that the horseman?
Very possibly.
Do I
Very,
recognize that pumpkin?
very, very likely. Very well could be.
he's teaching at the sleeping school?
But this is all dilapidated, right?
Yes.
And like, is there a door?
Yeah, there is a door that is closed.
Is the frostbitten ivy Is this in a cold, temperate zone?
All of Perrish has been that.
Yeah.
Frostbitten?
It's very cold.
So is it like winter
Snow-
or is this
snowy.
is this an unnatural cold?
Like a chill down your spine when a ghost passes by.
Or more
It's
like is like
regional.
Okay.
Okay. I was just saying like if this is unusual for this time.
No, he's been
no.
describing
Yeah.
Perrish that way from the beginning.
Okay. And I'm still wearing shorts.
I wonder why they need school to teach you how to sleep here.
I don't know. Is there a door in front of us?
Yeah, there is a front door that is closed.
I kicked the door open.
Why don't we just turn the handle and
Somewhere someone told me kick it open.
Make an athletics check.
15.
That's what you needed. Yeah, you kick the door and, it resists a bit, but it slams open really loudly, shaking the building a bit and disturbing the ivy, knocking off some of the snow and the frost from it.
I bring since I'm very flexible, I bring my leg to my face and I blow it like a gun.
Y'all want to go see the gun show?
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I think Trinity does that in the Matrix. They kick someone and then they just like wind it.
Yeah, they wind it as that's what I do.
Yeah, what scene was that? Yeah, I know.
I think he kicks the agent.
No,
and his leg is
Keanu
up
does
in the
it.
air.
Keanu does it.
yeah, it's Keanu.
And
Yeah,
then he
yeah.
does this unnecessary flourish with his leg, and he looks so.
Fully necessary, my dude.
Yeah, sure.
What do we see? Anything inside?
Yeah, it appears to be a classroom that's overrun with frost and ivy. There's 2 rows of desks. Most of them are toppled, some wooden shelves.
Do they look like the desk we saw in the dream or vision?
Make a wisdom check.
Hey, make an educated guess.
Mine was genuine, Blaine.
Yeah, I know. You can tell when you wake up, Chris.
No, this doesn't look familiar to you, Elga. But in addition to the desks, there's also a large table and a chalkboard on the north end of the room, which is the back of the room on the opposite from where you are.
And could we try to see what it says on the blackboard, if anything, the chalkboard?
Do you want to walk up to
From
it, or you
outside
try
the
to read
building?
it from where you are? Because from where you are, it's about 70 feet away, roughly.
I want to try to walk in.
I stopped the little barbarian.
what?
Can I check for traps?
Yeah, check the traps.
Mattia
Make an investigation check.
doesn't support the education of young women.
Wow.
Wow.
Messed up.
I mean,
Get them.
I guess I do. I only rolled a 6, so.
Yeah, there's no traps.
All right. It is close as clear. Go ahead.
Yeah, you walk up. You don't have to walk all the way to the the chalkboard. You can walk about halfway. Let's say you're in the middle of the classroom and you're able to see what's written on the chalkboard.
Okay.
Chalkboard's covered in dust, but it has a list of names scrawled in a few rows. Adrian, Brom,
Stop.
Hans,
Present.
Knickerbocker, Baltus, and Ichabod Crane.
Oh, I know that name.
Ichabod Crane. Do any of the names look different or like underlined, circled, anything like that, or is it just a list?
Just a list. It's not all like in one list. It's just in a couple of rows. They're just like spread out to a row. So it's like Adrian, Brom, Hans, Knickerbocker, Baltus, Ichabod Crane.
We've been going to all of these places in Groteth. Remind me, who's the monster leader of Perrish?
Headless Horseman.
Headless Horseman.
Okay, so the Headless Horseman is the leader.
Yeah.
And so that would be, presumably, if we're going to pull from our own understanding of these characters, that's Ichabod.
Ichabod
No,
Crane
he
is
gets-
a fictional character from
But
the
Ichabod's
tales.
not the
Ichabod
Headless.
gets
Ichabod's the one that...
Killed by the Headless Horseman.
Does he?
Or it's like ambiguous, I
in
think.
the Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Adrian, Braun, Hans, Knickerbocker, Ichabod?
Knickerbocker.
Knickerbocker.
Ichabod Crane.
Knickerbocker.
Sock 'em bop 'em.
Phoenix.
I don't wanna do
It's
this.
not as hard as Phoenix. Just try.
No.
Okay.
Don't make...
Okay,
Hey.
I won't.
Hey, shout out to Ichabod Crane on social media for reaching out. That's why we're featuring your name on Stinky Dragon. If you tweet at us or if you post about us at Stinky Dragon Pod.
Okay. So Elga's approached, and this is just a innocuous classroom. Nothing special about it. Visibly.
Well, it depends on what your definition of special is, I
Is
guess.
it haunted?
Could I cast
By
detect
homework?
magic?
Yeah, why not?
I like how Blaine was saying something and you
Sorry.
just yelled over him. I detect magic.
We do that. We're all very excitable.
So do you walk in and do that?
Yeah. I cast detect magic, and then I walk in, and it's got a 30-foot radius, so I'm like within a 30-foot radius detecting.
So you walk in, I presume, to the center of the
Yeah.
classroom where Elga is. That way you get most of the classroom covered. Because it's about 50 feet wide and about 70 feet from the door to the chalkboard.
Yeah, I want to make sure I'm also within the chalkboard.
Are you making radar noises while you do this?
Bong, bong, bong.
Is the center of the classroom where you put the pressure plate where that activates the trap, Gus?
Well, I would have, but Elga already stepped there, so it would have gone off at this
But
point.
I'm light as a feather, Gustavo.
True.
Stomping on the ground.
Da, da, da.
Yeah, you do detect some magic coming from behind the table that's at the northern end of the room close to the chalkboard.
Barney, that's the magic of knowledge.
And what kind of magic do I feel?
Enchantment.
It's a school bus.
The desk is enchanted somehow. I will go and inspect it.
Don't
Can I
forget
go
to
and
make an
inspect-
educated guess.
There you go.
Can I inspect this enchanted desk or what? Follow the enchantment.
Yeah. You follow your sense of detect magic up to the desk, and you realize that it's not coming from the desk itself. It's coming from the floor behind the desk.
Oh.
And you look over, and you see the horseman and Katrina both there.
Whoa! Scandal.
Wait.
No, Katrina and the Horsemen were in the pub, in the tavern.
But they left.
We saved Katrina from Lewis.
Yes.
And so they were like dating and stuff. They were on a little, or they were
They're flirting.
they were talking aggressively.
Aggressively.
And so aggressively enough where Gus had to say several things to get us to leave them alone.
Hey, now they're studying each other's anatomy. Ah!
What are they doing?
Oh, are they? They better
So
not
are
be
they
dead.
like hiding? Were they hiding or are they in like what do you say?
Yeah.
Katrina's holding her head and moaning a little bit.
Is it off of her shoulders?
What?
Like she's holding her head.
Oh, she's going like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got her head in her hands,
Like,
and
yeah.
the horseman is prone on the ground, asleep.
So she almost like she got a headache or something?
Yeah, she looks up at you, Barney, as you approach and says,
Oh, thank the gods you're here. I was trapped here. The horseman brought me here and he attacked me.
What?
I was able to fight him off, but he hit his head on the table and hit me in the head.
That sounds like
Why
maybe
did
not true. You should maybe do insight check on.
Can I proceed? Yeah, can I want to see.
Don't you have a spell?
Well, I want to see just how she's feeling. Like, does that sound honest to me?
yeah, that would be an insight check, like your little friend Elga suggested.
Yeah, I just didn't want to say, can I do an
okay.
insight? I was trying,
Yeah, I got you.
That's a 30.
Good Lord.
That's a good roll. What do you have on
high
your insight?
insight.
11.
Plus 11.
Why do you have plus 11 on it?
You know what? I just recognize Gus's tail. When he doesn't know and he's scrambling, he's like, wow, that's a crazy roll. Tell me about your roll.
Okay, wait.
It's like, oh God, what do I
It
do?
should be because I had modded it +3 because I had the Staff of Candor, but I had to get rid of that to equip that other armor.
Falling right into his trap.
So
This is also a way to double check unnaturally high rolls.
Yeah.
And see, it worked. He doesn't have plus 11.
Someone with a plus 11 is a bit sus.
yeah, I was surprised by it too.
It's actually
Yeah.
a plus 8, so that was a 27.
Still great. That's great.
Yeah, you think that she's hiding something. And as she's talking to you, Stinker's been nipping at your heels this whole time, Barney. He gets low to the ground and looks at Katrina and begins growling.
Oh,
Dogs always know.
But Barney doesn't like this dog.
I don't. This dog is just. What's up? She's lying. I cast.
Mateed zeroes their spear right up on Katrina.
I aim my alchemist at her.
This thing's loaded.
Oh, right, because you have him on your back.
Yeah, I face his butt to her and say, watch yourself.
Can I threaten her and be like, tell us the truth?
I have castanets of coolness, so I could cast friends.
Okay.
Why don't I deal with this lady and you guys leave the building?
Oh, wait.
All right, listen, Katrina, you're going to tell us the truth. Otherwise, Elga will unleash something deep inside of her that has been brewing for a long time.
Okay. I'll tell you the truth. The truth is... Magic missile!
And magic missiles fly out from her hands, hitting all 4 of you.
Well, now, hold on now. What kind of rolls do we got to do here?
There's no roll
There's
against
no
magic
way.
missile.
It always hits.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, always?
Yep. So
It's like quick attack with Pokemon.
Barney takes 3 points of damage, Chip takes 2, Elga takes 3, and Mateed takes 5.
No, at least it's not powerful.
Now, can I use my deflect missile ability?
Does that work on magic missiles?
I don't know. It's called a
I'm
missile.
seeing a nod. I'm seeing a nod from
does?
Micah.
Oh, okay, yeah. You absolutely can.
Yeah, I know I can.
Oh,
I'm a monk.
and I want to use uncanny dodge.
I do have to do a roll.
Yeah, well, let's
Deflect
resolve
missiles. So 1d10 plus 10.
this. You reduce damage by 20, so you reduce it to 0. So you can, if you want, you can spend a key point to make a ranged attack and basically like redirect that missile.
So yeah, here, I'll roll for that. I rolled a 17.
Let me know when I'm allowed to attack this lady.
It may not be a lady.
There's someone named Katrina.
It could be an
This individual who is either actually or pretending to be Katrina.
17, yeah, that hits.
10 damage.
Okay.
And they die.
Deflect missiles attack damage.
Fun fact, I rolled perfect on both of those rolls.
That was amazing.
Way to go, Matisse.
Also, I did an uncanny dodge. So
I'm so sorry, dude.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Are you able to do that as a reaction?
Yes. Uncanny dodge. When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack against you.
You have the damage then.
Wee.
Katrina winces in pain as she pulls from her bag a small head with huge ears, large gray glassy eyes, and a long sniped nose. She quickly recites what is an incantation.
Domine la person!
The small head's eyes glow a sickly green and the horseman's prone body rises from the floor. His jack-o'-lantern eyes also blazing a sickly green.
Oh, my stars! Ichabod, please save me from these vandals.
As you wish, madame.
The horseman unsheaths his green saber and plunges towards you all. Everyone roll initiative.
What? Wait, so who is she referring to as Ichabod?
I think the horseman's name is Ichabod.
But also, I'm good.
22.
10.
17.
Please hold. Oh, glad you guys waited. 5. Good roll. Thank you.
And Chip's here too.
I'm here. When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you.
To have it?
Ooh la la.
Half. Have it.
What did I say?
You said it right. He just wasn't. He wasn't.
It's H-A-V-E or H-A-L-V-E. That L does a lot of heavy lifting
Yeah,
in
have.
that.
Have.
I can hear the L.
Look at my mouth. Have.
Mateed, you're, as a monk, you have quick reflexes.
Yeah, I
you're able
do.
to redirect this magic missile.
Yeah, I do.
You have these potentially 2 enemies in front of you. What do you want to do?
I want to do something. I want to try something that I haven't got to try yet. It might not work out, but I want to push a button I haven't gotten to push before. I'm going to cast Possession on Katrina.
Possession.
You're possessing the possessor.
One humanoid that you can see within 5 feet of you must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be possessed by you. You then disappear and the target is incapacitated and loses control of its body. You now control the body, but don't deprive the target of awareness.
It's fun.
That's a ghost ability, right?
There's a ghost ability. That's what I can do because I'm not alive.
Neither is Barney.
It's a low check though. I'm just doing this because I just want to see. It's a low check. It's charisma saving throw of 13.
Okay, let me roll that.
Bad roll.
Katrina have the riz.
That is a 7.
She got +6.
I'm gonna say probably not. No, that is +3.
It worked. I haven't done this because I just haven't had the opportunity to do it, and it's such a low check. I was like, what's the point?
Yeah, you. I guess it's like, if I had to well, how do you envision this happening? Like,
You touch. It's a touch.
you touch. You don't like go into the body.
Well, no, that's what it is that then I disappear, and then I'm in control. I'm driving Katrina.
Yeah, you.
I'm John Malkoviching Katrina.
Start punching Katrina.
You go up to Katrina, use your possession ability, put your hand on her. You fade out from everyone's vision, but then you pop right back as you were before.
What? You sucker.
Don't think, despite her appearance, you think that maybe Katrina is not a humanoid.
What?
I think she's got an enchantment.
Oh, okay. Well, I learned something by doing my spell.
No, it's good. We get data. This is good.
Okay.
Believe it or not, that is. I think that's very helpful to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's not a humanoid.
Not a humanoid.
See, and you think they're right.
Well, there was an enchantment I detected.
Well, was that the type of magic you detected?
That's what right?
Yeah, he detected enchantment magic.
Okay.
How long's it been since we were running from the Hagglings?
Not terribly long. We'll say 15 minutes.
Ah, dang it.
I mean, she's clearly controlling the Headless Horseman.
With the head that's in her head, right?
Head that's in her hand.
So what,
Hand.
if not
Head that's in her
humanoid,
head.
then what could it be?
The original head.
What doesn't...
Oh, is the head his original head?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh. Maybe. Because you described it as long ears.
Yes.
Long nose.
Yes.
That's Ichabod.
Ichabod Crane.
He's got a long nose.
Did you know that Ichabod Crane in the story of Sleepy Hollow courted a woman named Katrina?
Did you know that?
Was that Johnny Depp?
Gasp.
No,
Did you know?
It would have been, what's her name? Wednesday Addams. What's that actress?
Ortega?
No.
Oh, Christina Ricci.
Yeah.
Christiana Ricci.
What?
Katrina Ricci.
Christina Ricci. Okay, sorry. I asked about the time thing to see if my astral self was still proc. It's a 10-minute spell.
I see.
You picked the right number, so I couldn't have that. However, my turn is not over. Since I can do a bonus action, pick a number between 1 and 2.
Between 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Wait, so does it have to be a full number?
Pick a number between 1 and
So
2.
it has to be a round number?
Pick a number between 1 and 2.
Come on, be rational.
Hold on.
What?
That's
Why
it.
did you just throw your phone?
I'm doing heads or tails.
Heads or tails?
I can't remember if that was. I think that was the tails. 2.
Okay. I cast Flurry of Blows. I didn't know if I wanted to do Astral Self or Flurry of Blows, but I'm going to do Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
So I get to do 2 unarmed strikes on...
Are you on Katrina or on the horseman?
I'm going to get Katrina.
Okay.
First one is 21.
Nice.
That hits.
I do 9 magical slashing damage.
9. Okay.
Because my feet are magic.
You lash out with your foot, doing 9 points of damage.
And then I lash out again with a 26.
That hits.
And this is all towards Katrina?
Yeah. 8 more damage.
So a total of 17.
Damage.
Maybe
Damage.
if we cut off Katrina's head, then we have the Headless Horseman's jack-o'-lantern head and Ichabod's head, and we get all the heads and we scramble them around.
I'm up for this.
Yeah?
His head's all the way down.
That's right.
And then we take Chip's tail, and then we have a game of heads or tails.
I forgot to say this at the top of the episode, but obviously when you went through the water, your candle would have extinguished.
So your candle's done.
Your trap's candle, right?
Yeah, the trap's candle.
Wait, so that was it?
Yeah, that's it.
No more candle.
Now I just got a big old ball of wax that my tail's been carrying around this whole time?
You still hold on to it. For
I throw it at Ichabod!
For memories.
Can you do anything else, Mateed?
No.
Okay, that's French for no. Barney, you're up. You spry, quick old man.
Wait, no.
Oh, see, that's why I asked. I'm getting lied to. I asked.
I wanted to make one of those a stunning strike.
Okay. What do I have to do?
When you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 key point to make the target stunned until the end of your next turn. If it fails a con saving throw, DC 14.
Con DC. Okay, I have +3 on that, so I need 11 or better.
Might as well. Might as well.
And I do have advantage on that.
Why?
I'll explain later. That doesn't matter. I rolled a 3 twice.
Yes! You are stunned.
What does
Don't
that?
let me
What does that do?
You're stunned.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
I don't know.
A stunned creature is incapacitated,
Can't move and can speak only falteringly.
and it automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
What does speaking falteringly mean?
Like how I talk.
Yes, actually.
A fate worse than death.
I feel like that was a good turn. I'm proud of my turn.
I think that's
I'm
good.
going to write stunned.
Good
Done.
job, John.
Okay.
Figured out, not a humanoid. Hit twice with my feet. Stunned her.
Very good.
Can I grab the head?
Barney, it is your turn. Oh, there's conditions? Look at that. This thing's awesome.
On your little whiteboard?
Yeah. That's actually Micah's. It's not mine. Wow.
Who's this Micah?
All right. You want to grab the head?
I want to grab the head out of her hand.
Like
Hands.
The Ichabod?
Yeah, I
potential?
take the head.
We can play keep away.
Hot potato, hot potato.
Yeah.
Yeah, make
You have
a...
to kiss it to break the spell.
Ew. She's incapacitated, right? So she can't move. So
You said that word, right?
Yeah, make a...
Phoenix.
I guess it's up to you whether you want... I guess you,
I will forever love it when Chris whispers into the microphone.
Him trying to figure it out. on
It's
his
the
own.
best thing ever. I love you.
make a strength check, I guess, to see if you're able to pull it out of her hands.
at advantage.
Yeah, just make a strength check.
Well, it's at advantage.
I'll tell you what's an advantage and what's not.
Against her, it's at
Don't
advantage.
tell me
Make
how
a
to use my
strength check.
toys. This is my toy. I
It's
get to
14.
decide how I use it.
14?
14.
Not a save, a check.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
What's the modifier? Just take the
that's-
dice and change your modifier.
It's a +2.
It'd be a 12.
Yeah, so 12. You reach out to try to grab the head, but you just can't seem to get a solid grip on it.
Can I do something to help?
What do you mean? It depends what you mean.
Can I use my bonus action to do Mage Hand and pull it with me to like
Well, I
3
think
hands are better
carry-
than 2.
Yeah.
I think a head probably weighs more than 10 pounds.
He's just adding the added
Human
like,
head. Where I've seen Jerry Maguire.
Is that in Jerry Maguire?
Human head weighs
anybody
15
else
pounds.
know
or something,
that?
Or 10 pounds.
It's a weird, yeah.
You know
weird
what?
quote.
We're a wealth of unnecessary information from old movies. I'll allow it.
This podcast could be comedy, fantasy, and movie trivia.
I did see a comment where someone's like, do they make references to old like media throughout the whole show? Like,
Old.
well, Jerry Maguire ain't
90s.
exactly current cinema.
Also, we have a lot of young listeners.
Oh, I'm not saying like it's just they were just questioning like, is that what they do? It's like, yes.
Yeah, we're
Oh, yeah.
educational. Stop complaining.
Yeah, so the only thing I would say about that is normally when you want to try to assist yourself, you declare that before you do the action.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of
Okay.
kind of like in my opinion, like when I would play, that's kind of like cheating. When you try something, it doesn't work, and then you try it again.
Okay,
Essentially.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Can
so
I
stop cheating, Chris.
Can I tell why this incapacitated creature?
Because you rolled a bad roll.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
but
just,
like,
it has
what-
a very firm grip on the head. It seemed like the head was unmoving altogether.
Okay, all right.
It's just how the D&D works. You gotta roll the dice
Was that my action?
to pay the price.
That's how the dice
we
crumbles.
could, if you want, we could say that was your bonus action, since you know I said
Travis.
you couldn't do your mage hand.
So as your action, try harder.
Or, hurt her.
I like to imagine Barney's head. He's going like
No, 'cause
warp
that-
speed for the head, but really it's just like. just holding the head up.
Can I cast sleep on the headless horseman?
Yeah,
Wait, is he currently still enchanted even though she's stunned?
Yeah.
yeah.
Is it not concentration or anything?
Yeah, that was constant.
It depends on the spell being used.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you want to try to cast sleep on the headless horseman?
It really would ruin Gus's fun if in the first turn I completely incapacitated the entire fight.
Yeah.
Gus hates it when I do that.
Yeah, I know, but we got to ruin his day somehow.
All right, so you cast
That's our
sleep,
job.
and then you have to roll like a certain amount of hit dice, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
How many do you get to roll?
Well, I'll cast this at the second level.
Just FYI, you actually can't pick a specific
Yeah.
creature to target.
Well, but I center it on the headless horseman.
Right, but
What's the description?
This spell sends creatures into magical slumber. Roll blah 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 dice. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring
Ascending
unconscious.
order.
so it goes from lowest to highest.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I pick a point that's like only gonna encompass the
Katrina
headless.
and Ichabod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna throw the spell outside, but the sphere enters and gets Ichabod.
All right, I just want to make sure we're very clear about
So
the way
from
the
our
spell works.
perspective, Barney just points out the window and goes, "Sleep!"
Yeah, go ahead and roll your 5d8.
Come on, Barney, get a 40.
Come on, Barney, let's go party.
3, 4, 5. Rolling
This was a
23.
spell that Bart did a lot.
More than 50%.
Sleep.
Is the leader of this entire land? Are his hit points at 23?
You cast sleep, and it doesn't seem to affect the horseman,
But a bird falls outside.
but Stinker lets out a really big lazy yawn and rolls over on the ground. He's doing that thing where he's like kicking his little legs in his sleep.
Love that.
No, it's
Little stinker.
gone to sleep.
Okay. Is there any? Do you want to move? That's the last thing you can do. But you'd probably proc an opportunity attack at this point.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm in the middle. We're pretty close to them.
Yeah, you're right next to because
Yeah, because you went up to investigate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll chill.
Okay. Barney's chilling.
Chill.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
No, I like it. Do it.
yeah.
Elga.
What's you gonna do?
What you gonna do with all that junk? Meaning you guys.
All that axe.
All that
axe
axe.
inside your sheath.
I want to bite.
Which one?
I want to bite Katrina. Just to see what happens.
Could I do my bite of sucking on her?
Yeah.
I guess I gotta get up closer to her because it's 5 foot reach.
But you get advantage.
Oh, because she's stunned. So that's a 16.
The hit.
But should I do another one just to see?
Yeah, just see if you get an at.
21.
Yeah, it's a good thing you did that. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And
And the bite of sucking, so it's a melee attack that does 1d4 piercing damage, and on a failed constitution save, the creature takes 1d4 necrotic damage, and you regain half of that as HP.
mine is actually, it's 2d4 plus
it 2d4?
4 on my sheet at least. Scales up. Yeah.
Scales up. She got plus bite.
And I did 11.
Wait, so that's just from the bite itself. That's not the necrotic damage, right? That's the piercing
that's
damage?
just the bite, yeah.
Okay,
piercing
gotcha.
damage.
Sorry, I was super confused over here. So yeah, 11 points of piercing damage from your bite. And I have to make a constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Do you know what that DC is?
15.
All right, I got a +3, so I need a 12 or better. 14. Successful save.
Very success. Darn.
So that stops the necrotic damage.
Correct, but the 11 points of piercing damage is
Elga's
still
setting me up for success here
Oh, because they've been attacked. No.
because they're within 5 feet.
Well, I am too.
And
Yeah,
then
but Elga's like,
that was an attack.
So is Barney. We're actually all surrounding this woman.
yeah, but Elga, you know.
I'm going to bite her again.
Okay. Because it is a melee attack, and you get 2 attacks per action.
I love it.
Oh, Elga and her kisses. How adorable.
Oh, I'm going to use my inspiration die.
No, you get advantage.
Oh, I do.
Because they're stunned until my next turn.
Okay, 24.
Believe it or not, that hits.
Yay! Doing 8 points of damage.
And then another
And you have to make
con.
another Constitution saving throw, 15.
All right.
But this one, he's going to roll bad.
Nah, roll like a 5.
You guys also don't see what I'm doing, just so you know. You just see me like up close on her.
You look away. That is a failure.
Okay, cool.
Necrotic damage.
So, let me see here. I don't know how much she gets.
I think it says 5d8.
I thought it was just a D4, wasn't it?
I think it's just a D4. Damage
Mine
dice.
says different.
Yeah, I see 1d4 necrotic damage.
It says damage dice for your bite ability changes to 2d4 when you reach 5th level.
That's your damage, your bite damage.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's the same for necrotic. Okay, so I'll just do a D4.
Just for you guys.
All right. Appreciate it.
Okay, that's a 2. So 2 points of
Alright.
necrotic damage to add to that.
2, thank you.
What is this woman? Can Elga tell from the taste?
Make a wisdom check, Elga. You've drank a lot of blood in your time.
Yeah. I know what I'm drinking, Sprite or Dr. Pepper.
That's right.
That is a natural 20.
It's a full-bodied red from the valleys of Perrish with hints of oak and cedar.
What year?
Yeah.
You did your 2 attacks.
I have one more rage left.
I'll say this. The Headless Horseman's going to attack us.
I'll rage.
The horseman is next, and then Chip, and then Katrina.
Yeah, I'm gonna rage as my bonus action.
Just put it out there that while we are definitely beating up on this stunned woman.
Cool. And that's gonna be me. So I'm currently raging now.
Okay.
Taking the form of?
Taking the form of, thank you, Matit, for reminding me. I'm going to take the form of tail.
Tail.
I like that tail.
She's a big fan of Tailspin.
Excellent choice.
It's a
Most
good
excellent.
cartoon.
I just like the reactions fun.
Yeah. You get to send that damage
Plus,
back.
you get to do our secret handshake with their tails.
1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3.
It's a tail shake.
Mike, you can insert like the sounds of like flesh clapping against each other.
The horseman rears back, drawing his flame blade high.
What?
Bringing it down on Elga, since Elga is attacking Katrina.
Yeah.
Hitting AC 26.
I think that might hit.
Yeah, that'll hit, yeah.
I think it actually went too high. It actually misses her.
Better trying.
Doing 6 points of slashing damage.
But because you are raging.
Was raging, I take half of
You
that.
take 3 points of slashing.
So it's 3 points.
However, you also take some necrotic damage.
Which I am resistant to.
Ooh. So 7 points of necrotic damage, which rounds down to 3 points.
Nice.
Okay.
So the Headless Horseman then turns its gaze and glares at Barney Farney.
What?
Make a wisdom saving throw, Barney Farney.
With pleasure.
With pleasure.
19.
A plus 10.
Wow.
I would have picked someone else if I knew you had a plus 10. Yeah, you feel fear rise up from inside you, attempting to take over your body, but you shake it off.
I ain't afraid no ghost.
Oh, woo! Perfect delivery.
All right, Chip, you're up.
Okay. All right. I'm acting fast. I've got the Alchemist. He's in my shoulders, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my bonus attack to throw it at the Headless Horseman.
Bonus action.
I hope you want a substitute teacher.
We'll say that's a ranged attack.
Okay, so it's not a bonus action.
Well, what, are you trying to do damage, or you're just trying to, for
I'm
like
just
flavor?
I'm trying to get this guy off me so I can actually attack. But also,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't really intend to harm the Headless Horseman.
Sure. All right. Yeah, for fun. Funsies.
Yeah. What do I roll?
Make a athletics check.
Okay. I just like that I'm throwing the Alchemist. This is kind of my petty revenge for him not talking to us. That's a 12.
You're not able to toss it all the way at the horseman, but you get the Alchemist off of your back, and he flops to the ground halfway between you and the horseman.
But I really want to send this guy flying, so I think I'm going to use my inspiration die. There you go. That's more like it. That's a 21.
Yeah, the Alchemist flies gracefully through the air, hitting the horseman, knocking him slightly off balance. The commotion rouses Stinker, who wakes up from his sleep.
Great. And then while that's going on, I move quickly to pull out my arm blade of Blurbling on Katrina. And because I have so many party members that are within 5 feet, I get to get a sneak attack.
Okay.
At advantage because she's, what's her name? Stabilized, unstabilized, paralyzed.
Yeah.
Well, still not there.
No, you should have let him. This was a fun game.
We only have so much
you
time.
spoiled my game.
All right, go for it.
Okay. Well, I first rolled a 20, but if I'm at advantage, then that is also a... just don't worry about it. It's 20.
20, that hits.
All right. So that's 7 points of damage. Plus I do 3.
All right.
And then the sneak attack gives me an additional 7.
All right, yeah, you unload a flurry of blows onto Katrina with your arm blade of Blurbling.
She's just full of holes.
Yep.
Is that it?
I did use my bonus action to fling the Nutty Professor off my back, so...
Nutty Professor.
You wanted to play Somebody Help.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. I think I just... Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I can try to... Wake up, Headless Horseman! I don't know.
Give him a little slap.
Maybe while I'm like hitting him with my tail. Give him a limp little...
Kiss him.
Kiss my tail.
That gets everyone out of the trance.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Katrina's turn.
Guess that didn't work.
Who is stunned?
Yes. However, before your eyes, it's unbelievable. She changes form. She no longer looks...
I believe it.
Like a fetching woman. Instead, her form changes to that of a hag. She has purple pocked skin, blackened hair. She's dressed in a frayed shawl. She looks at you with anger in her eyes. Then both her and the horseman blink out of existence, disappearing.
Like going invisible or or can we tell?
Yeah, because I got knives up to them.
You could make if you want, you can make a wisdom check.
Let's do it.
All of us?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Come on, gang. All together now.
All together, 17.
7.
Nat 20, 23.
Don't worry, guys. I got this. 1.
Excellent. But not a fail.
Mateed and Elga, you don't think this is just invisibility. She has shifted herself and transported herself and the horseman to another plane of existence.
The rapture.
She is still there. You should attack her immediately.
I start swiping the knife. Ah!
Elga, you feel like something's in your bag.
My bag.
You have a bag?
Something's moving around in your pack.
Yeah, I have a pack.
Oh, okay. I guess where you pulled your rope out of.
Oh, yeah.
Elga opens it up.
You open up your bag, and Jacques bursts out of your bag.
Where's my kitty?
He's got a piece of paper in his mouth.
Could I read the paper?
Yeah, he drops the paper to the ground, and it unfolds in front of you, revealing it to be the sky chart.
What?
We found that at that museum thing, I think, a while ago.
Okay.
It's labeled
Temple caché de moi, ecclesiastro.
There were complications cooking the eclair.
What does it mean?
It means hidden temple of ecclesiastical monks.
Jacques pounces on the sky chart, and boom, an enormous purple portal opens up above you all. You see and feel your bodies fall to the ground limp, or at least those of you who have bodies, but your spirits remain floating in the air. Jacques looks up at you all with his feline face.
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
Boom, your spirits soar up into the purple portal.
He's a good kitty.
I want to know what Jacques is going to sound like.
So I left my corporeal body?
We left our corporeal bodies.
Find out exactly what that means on the next episode of Tales from the Stinky Dragon.
What the heck?
Well,
Thanks for listening, everybody. This was a fun one.
Dude, this is...
Happy Stinkuary.
Yeah.
Happy
Happy
Stinkuary.
Stinkuary.
Goodbye, your first member.
Blurble Gerbil.
Garble.
We'll be back next week with another new episode.
Au revoir.
Bye.
Did you know you can directly support the show by subscribing at stinkydragonpod.com/first? We have tons of amazing little stinkers like producer Mike 975, I Collins 23, Eru Terk,
make that a little easier to pronounce. Eroteric. Steve Steesher and Creeper Cry. I hate you guys. Directly supporting the show to get access to more content like Second Wind, interact with us on our subscriber-only Discord channels and events and more. Again, that's stinkydragonpod.com/first. We can't thank you enough for your support that lets us make this show. Listeners that interact with us on social media and Discord have NPCs named after them in this episode, like Lewis the Frost Giant, aka the Alchemist Curse Form, at Lewis D. Kress on Twitter, voiced by Blizzbear, at Blizzbear. Katrina, aka Shirak the Hag, named after at Just Shira Kumo on Twitter, voiced by Murphy Gershwind, at Sunny Shore City, and also the Headless Horseman is voiced by Jacob Fullerton, at _Jacob Fullerton, and Jacques the Cat, voiced by Drew Saplin, at D Saplin. This episode of Tales from the Stinky Dragon was produced by Kai Cook, written, edited, and composed by Micah Reisinger, with additional editing work by David Saunier. Don't forget to head on over to stinkydragonpod.com/first for all things stinky. Tune in next time for another thrilling episode of Tales from the Stinky Dragon.
We had a carnival where Chris had a kissing booth. It was a kissing booth where people had to pay him to not kiss them.
Yeah. He made a lot.
That's
not a joke. He actually left the day with like $20 or something.
Least $20
more than that.
Yeah.
You don't want Chris to kiss you. Become a first member.
Go to stinkydragonpod.com/first.